Thank you, Jack, and thank you, Brad. Are there any questions from the audience? Tim?
That is an inspiring story, there's no doubt about it. Quite a program, and our hats off to you, and we appreciate you coming here and speaking to us about it. I'm curious on how you choose the missions and what dictates that. I mean, the needs are so great. How do you know where to go when, and how's that all coordinated?
Yeah. Well, actually, we have our mics.
Oh, yeah.
Mics on. We can sit down.
I don't want to sit down. I'll have to talk. Because we have this 30-year history, we've become very adept at identifying where the airplane can do the most good. The airplane is the tip of the spear. It's not the most efficient way, but we use the airplane to make inroads with countries that are desperately in need of the care, and because of socio-political, religious, cultural reasons, the care is not afforded. I'll give you one example. We decided to go into Uganda because we had the Flying Eye Hospital there, and because we were performing cornea transplants on the Flying Eye Hospital, the Minister of Health and the Prime Minister and the President, as a photo op, came to the airplane. When they saw what was being performed on the airplane and how these lives were being transformed, the President instantly repealed the law prohibiting tissue transplant and signed up to be the first cornea donor in Uganda. Now, this doesn't only help vision. I mean, this opens a whole plethora of benefits for heart and lung and liver, and that's what we use the airplane for. As Brad mentioned, we do 8 to 10 airplane missions a year, but we do 60 or 70 hospital-based programs, and these can augment the Flying Eye Hospital or go to locations where you can't get the airplane in. So we have this kind of a base case where we visit countries every 2 or 3 years. We recently were told by India, we don't need the airplane anymore. Thank you very much. You've been coming here for 20 years. We're kind of up and running. We want your continued support and help, and we'll stay connected, but we want to now have our surgeons volunteer on the Flying Eye Hospital to go someplace else. You know, sub-Saharan Africa is horrible in terms of blindness. So, and before we send the airplane out, we spend about a year preparing for that visit. You know, these people just don't show up. We work with the local Minister of Health, the government, the military in many cases, the ophthalmological community, to say, okay, what is the most predominant issue you have in this? Where do you need the skills? And during that year process, on the film it said we have 150 candidates show up at the local hospital for screening, where Brad would go in, and they all need surgery, there's no doubt about it. But Brad then picks the most ideal cases for training. So it's kind of a seasoned process. It's not like we drop in someplace. It takes a lot of planning. A lot of times we're invited. We were invited to go to El Salvador. We're going to El Salvador in August this year, start a new program there. So it's not close your eyes, throw a dart. The sad part is that we could go almost anywhere in the developing world, make an impact. So it's where can we go and do the most good, if that answers your question. There's a scheduling committee that talks about can we fund a program? You know, because we live through the good graces of our donors. Obviously, pediatric programs are very powerful in terms of funding. Where's the most need? Where have we been before? Where do we have a relationship? So it's many moving parts, and we're just trying to do the best we can. And so far, we've been successful. But it's a great question. I think the most telling thing for me is when Daniel Craig says it's the first time he's seen the Mongolian sky and his mother's face. I mean, you can't put a value on that. So I'm very lucky to be in a position where I can help. We're certainly very grateful to be here. We'd like to come back next year and talk to you about the new Flying Eye Hospital, which will be flying this time next year. So we're orbis.org on the website. You can follow the progress of the MD-10, where we're going, lots of blogs. I have copies of this video if you want to drop your business card off. A lot of companies use it to inspire their employees. I'm going to Oklahoma to talk to the Omni employees, thank them for their contribution, and give them some kind of connection. So again, thanks for your attention. And we'll be around, so if you think of any other questions.
Jack, Brad, thank you so much for sharing
thank
your
you.
time with us.
And thank you.
Thank you all for everything that you're doing for your organization and also for RAA to share this with us. It's very, very valuable and truly inspiring. And I don't know that you'll have a choice about coming back next year. We're going to demand it. So thank you very much again.